All right, so now we're going to take what we've learned with our shapes and we're going to put that into 1-point perspective. The first thing you need to do is draw a line through the middle or a little bit higher than the middle on your page. That's the horizon line. And then you're going to put the little X or a dot. That's going to be the vanishing point. So now I'm going to draw a rectangle on top and under the line, okay? You can see I have some markings on my ruler just so I can make sure the top and the bottom of my rectangle are the same size. So I have it on the left-hand side of the X, the vanishing point, and now I'm going to draw one on the other side. All right, so I'm drawing another one. I'm marking that so the top and the bottom are the same size. I have two rectangles, all right? One's on the left, one's on the right. So here, I want to mark the corners that are on the right side and here that are on the left side, and that's going towards the vanishing point. It's going to connect those corners to the vanishing point. All right, so it's going to take some observation skills, so check out what I'm doing. And now, see this line is straight up and down? I want it to be the same as the other line here, so I'm going to just copy the side of my ruler, popsicle stick, and that line is the same, and that's going to be the side of my building. Now I can erase these other lines, and people always ask me, do I need to draw the horizon line back in? Yes, you do. You'll draw the vanishing point as well. You don't need lines inside your buildings unless they're made of glass and you could see through and see the horizon line, but I don't like to have that. You also don't really need to use your ruler when you're cleaning things up. You can just start drawing. All right, so there we go. I have two buildings pointing towards a vanishing point. Now, see the top and the side and the top. You need to know that because that will help you to do the tops of your doors and your windows. So here, this top of that has to be the same angle. See how it's the same? I'm going to give you a test here in a second. So I have these lines, and now the top of it's going to be flat. Now let's go to the side of the building. I'm going to do the sides of the door. How would I do the top of that door? That's right, it would be curved just like the top of the building. They need to match. You see that? That's how you do those things. Now from the vanishing point, I'm going to draw my road. It gets small, then it gets bigger, a little bit bigger, and it's really big down here at the front. See how it goes all the way to the dot. If you're going to draw trees or anything in your picture, make sure that they get smaller as they get further away. So here's a nice big tree, some details. You can see some branches and some shadows. So this is my biggest tree here. Then there's a middle tree and a small tree. It doesn't have to be trees. You can do that with anything. Then I'm going to draw some clouds just for fun. It's cool if you put things going behind the buildings that you drew. If you do that, it'll make it so that your work has more depth. It'll look like your picture is going in. All right? So try that out. So there's a lot of things you can experiment with. I'm just going to put a circle here to reference maybe the sun. I'm not going to make one with all those lines on it, the very cartoony ones, just like a circle. And then maybe add a couple more details, maybe a sign at the top of this building or some windows, maybe a clock. Yeah, I'll put a clock. What time is that? Can you guess what time's on that clock? I hope so. So here are some basic materials, 1-point perspective, vanishing point, horizon line. Have fun.